Imagine revving up a 450cc machine that unleashes over 55 horsepower and 36 pounds-feet of torque, rockets from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds, and still manages to feel nimble enough to carve through tight trails while holding its own against Yamaha's YZ450F and Kawasaki's KX450. All that performance, wrapped in a package that might land under $10,000. As motocross and enduro fans buzzing across the United States. Today, we're diving into everything you need to know about the rumored 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450, and whether it's worth your hard-earned dollars. Welcome to Global Wheel Hub, your hub for high-octane reviews and expert motorcycle insights. The 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450 is a high-performance motocross bike, built primarily for riders who crave aggressive off-road performance but still want a machine that can transition to US trails and short highway stretches if needed. This isn't a cruiser, a sport touring machine, or a dual sport designed for weekend commuting. This is pure adrenaline in two wheels. What's catching the eyes of riders and industry insiders alike is its rumored engine upgrades and modern electronics package, designed to keep Suzuki competitive against Yamaha, Honda, and Kawasaki in the fiercely competitive 450cc segment. For American riders who value raw power, precision handling, and the heritage of a brand that has dominated motocross for decades, the RMZ 450 is generating serious anticipation. Under the hood, the 2026 RMZ 450 is expected to feature a 449cc, liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, DOC engine, continuing Suzuki's tradition of high-revving, responsive power plants. Reports suggest the engine produces a punchy 55 horsepower and 36 pounds-feet of torque, coupled to a 6-speed transmission optimized for quick shifts on tight trails. While exact 0-60 miles per hour numbers are speculative, industry insiders suggest it could hit the mark in just under 4 seconds, making it competitive with the Yamaha YZ450F and slightly ahead of the Kawasaki KX450 in low-end torque. The fuel efficiency will naturally be modest for a motocross bike, likely in the 35–40 miles per gallon range, but the 2.1-gallon fuel tank keeps the bike light and agile, a critical factor when carving through technical trails or jumping berms. For US riders who are used to heavier dual sport machines, the RMZ 450 is expected to feel incredibly lively, with a dry weight rumored around 240 pounds, giving it that crucial edge in handling, agility and maneuverability. The features and technology on the 2026 RMZ 450 are what could set it apart in the crowded US motocross market. Suzuki's design philosophy emphasizes a blend of aggressive ergonomics and rider-centric controls. The frame is likely an updated twin-spar aluminum design to balance rigidity and lightweight. Suspension is rumored to feature fully adjustable USD front forks and a rear linkage system with adjustable shock absorber settings, offering riders the ability to dial in handling for everything from soft forest trails to hard-packed track days. Braking duties are expected to be handled by hydraulic single discs front and rear, likely with Suzuki's enhanced ABS as an option for US street-legal riders venturing onto highways or fire roads. The bike is rumored to feature a minimalist TFT display, giving riders key data at a glance, including gear position, lap times, and engine temperature, while retaining a clean, aggressive cockpit. In terms of rider aids, Suzuki seems to be catching up to its Japanese competitors with features like selectable traction control, multiple riding modes for different skill levels, and possibly even smartphone connectivity for tuning or ride tracking. While motocross purists might scoff at electronic assists, for US riders who split time between trail riding, light off-road exploration, and even short highway hops, these features are welcome additions. The LED lighting setup is rumored to be fully modern, bright enough for early morning trail starts or evening rides, and complements the overall aggressive styling of the bike, which emphasizes aerodynamic efficiency without compromising Suzuki's iconic color schemes. Whether you're threading through city streets, cruising highway ramps, tackling long-distance rides across America's backcountry, or hitting local dirt tracks, the RMZ 450 is expected to feel composed, responsive, and thrillingly alive under the rider. Now, let's talk about expected pricing, a critical consideration for US buyers. Industry insiders suggest the 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450 could land around $9,500 to $10,200, depending on dealer markups and optional packages. If these figures hold, it positions the RMZ 450 competitively against the Yamaha YZ450F, which currently sits closer to $9,900, and the Kawasaki KX450, around $9,800. For the level of performance, modern features, and Suzuki's legacy in the motocross space, this would classify the RMZ 450 as a premium yet attainable option for serious riders. For budget-conscious buyers, it's slightly above the entry-level category, but still represents strong value considering the anticipated power, electronics, and handling upgrades. So, should American riders be lining up to buy this bike immediately, or is it smarter to wait for final US specs and availability? The 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450 is ideal for intermediate to experienced riders who want a high-performance motocross machine that can double as a capable trail bike. Beginners may find it too aggressive due to the responsive throttle and high revving nature, so some caution is advised. For long US highways, it's not designed as a touring machine, but short bursts and connector roads are manageable. Comfort over 200-mile rides will be limited by its motocross-focused ergonomics, so it's not a long-haul cruiser, but for weekend trail rides and competitive track days, it's a dream. Maintenance expectations should be in line with standard 450cc motocross bikes, frequent oil changes, chain adjustments, and suspension tuning, but Suzuki's reliability record suggests it will hold up well under US conditions if properly maintained. To sum it up in no uncertain terms, the 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450 is shaping up to be a dominant player in the American motocross and trail segment. It promises explosive power, agile handling, modern electronics, and an aggressive, purposeful design. For US riders who have been weighing Yamaha, Kawasaki, or Honda against Suzuki's legacy, this bike might just tilt the balance. Would you choose it over the YZ450F or KX450? Could the combination of power, technology, and expected pricing make it your next ride? We want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're passionate about motorcycles and want the latest, most detailed reviews from the perspective of real riders, make sure to subscribe to Global Wheel Hub. This is where we break down performance, technology, and value so you can make informed choices without hype or fluff. This is Global Wheel Hub, where performance meets passion. Whether you're a weekend trail warrior, a competitive racer, or someone who loves the thrill of two wheels, the 2026 Suzuki RMZ 450 is a machine to watch, and we'll be keeping you updated as more official US specs emerge.